What led cinema to success? Innovative storytelling, creativity of filmmakers, or the groundbreaking use of technology? The answer is quite simple. All of them. Oh, and in case I did not salute you earlier, hello there. We're going to discuss cinematography. Our story begins with the Lumiere brothers, who kickstarted a new era of innovations. Their idea was simple: capture life in motion rather than still image on canvas. These guys weren't just daydreamers. After a while, they unveiled the cinematograph, a contraption that didn't just capture moments, it brought them to life. Now, what's a movie without a story? In 1895, the Lumiere brothers treated the world to one of the first ever motion pictures. Workers live in the Lumiere factory. The film was a simple scene of workers living in a factory, but it was revolutionary. It was the dawn of cinema, a moment that was caught in time. The Lumiere magic didn't stay in France. They took their cinematograph on a world tour, bringing the joy of cinema to places where people had never seen films before. It was just like they were spreading the gospel of the silver screen. People were losing their minds over this moving picture thing. Imagine being in the audience back then. It was just like discovering a whole new dimension. Lumiere brothers became the architects of wonder. The cinematograph wasn't just a fancy name for a camera, it was a game changer. The Lumiere brothers essentially birthed cinema as we know it now. Next stage of cinema evolution was montage. This is where the Lumiere static scenes morphed into dynamic, mind-bending footages. Montage is the art of crafting a story through the seamless combination of shots. It's like a visual symphony where every frame is a note and the director is the conductor. The man who ignited fire of montaging was Soviet director Sergei Eisenstein. He wasn't just editing scenes, he was creating meaning through the collision of images. In his artwork, Battleship Potemkin, Eisenstein used montage to turn a staircase into one of the most thrilling and unforgettable scenes in cinematic history. This wasn't just storytelling, but an emotional roller coaster that left audience gasping for air. By his artworks, he outlined rules of intellectual montage for future generations. After that, montage became the backbone of storytelling. Directors around the globe embraced this new language, from Hitchcock's suspenseful montages to the rapid-fire sequences of modern action films. The impact of montage on cinematography is colossal. But films didn't just evolve technologically, it underwent artistic transformations as well. And as we journey through the evolution of cinematography, our narrative takes a captivating turn towards a figure whose influence reaches beyond the frames of celluloid. Howard Hughes, a man that played a crucial role in shaping the aesthetics of cinema, influencing everything from costume design to the visual language of storytelling. Hughes wasn't the kind of guy to settle for the ordinary. When it came to filmmaking, he brought a touch of the extraordinary. His films were cinematic spectacles, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in the golden age of Hollywood. Take Hell's Angels, for instance, a film that soared above the competition, literally. Hughes never wanted to shy away from a challenge, shot aviation scenes that were not only unprecedented, but also set a new standard for realism in filmmaking. The skies weren't the limit anymore, they were just the beginning for Hughes. His audacity in aerial filmmaking led to the fact that Hell's Angels became a cinematic leap. Hughes, a licensed pilot himself, took to the skies to capture breathtaking aerial sequences. He wasn't content with static shots, he wanted to immerse audience in the heart-pounding action of the skies. Also, he was an inventor. He had a knack for pushing the envelope in film technology, from developing new cameras to experimenting with innovative shooting techniques. His commitment to technological advancement wasn't just about the glamour of Hollywood. Hughes' fingerprints are all over the tools filmmakers use today. Hughes' hands-on approach to filmmaking, especially in the realm of aviation, set a precedent. His innovative use of aerial shots wasn't just visually stunning, it was a game-changer that influenced how directors approach action sequences for decades to come. His meticulous attention to detail and pursuit of perfection changed the art of filmmaking forever. As the years passed, Howard Hughes became reckless, withdrawn from the public eye. His later life was marked by eccentricities and seclusion, as he sought refuge from the pressures of fame. However, his move away from the public eye wasn't just about stepping back physically, it was also about him dealing with some deep stuff. Hughes just wanted some space and control trying to handle the crazy demands of his various projects, and the way people couldn't stop prying into his business. But from the outside, people mostly saw a mysterious guy who seemed to vanish into the shadows of his own world. Yet, despite his retreat, his impact on aviation cinema remained undeniable. Space Odyssey, a film that made what was only imaginary come true. While Hughes soared through the skies, Stanley Kubrick took us on a journey through the stars, and in doing so, like every other innovator, discovered a new world of cinema. The film's narrative was profound, but equally revolutionary was Kubrick's use of visual effects, propelling the art of filmmaking light years ahead. Or should we say parsecs? Anyway, Kubrick's audacious vision extended beyond the storyline. In the realm of visual effects, 2001 was a revelation, a quantum leap from the practical effects of its time. The film's portrayal of space wasn't just realistic, it was otherworldly. Kubrick and his team, including the brilliant Douglas Trumbull, ushered in a new era of visual effects that forever changed the way we perceive cinema. The practical effects of the past were traded for groundbreaking techniques that pushed the boundaries of what was conceivable. Hollywood wasn't just telling stories anymore, it was creating visual wonders that transported audiences to uncharted territories. The industry had to evolve to keep up with his vision, and Hollywood was forever changed. As we reflect on the legacy of 2001, it becomes clear that Kubrick's Odyssey was not a solitary journey. It was a catalyst that ignited a revolution in the world of visual effects. Filmmakers and technicians who witnessed Kubrick's vision were inspired to push the boundaries further, ushering in an era where the impossible became possible. The subsequent development of cinema kept growing across various dimensions, with some evolving in aesthetics and narrative realms, while others advanced in the realm of visual effects and the ability to impress the audience. In the realm of narrative, filmmakers are venturing into uncharted territories, breaking away from traditional structures and weaving tales that challenge our perceptions. From non-linear timelines to intricate character studies, storytelling has become a canvas for boundless creativity. As we embrace stories that unfold in unexpected ways, we witness the evolution of cinema as a tale art form, pushing the boundaries of what can be expressed and experienced on screen. On the visual front, the strides taken in visual effects are nothing short of revolutionary. Filmmakers are harnessing cutting-edge technologies, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. From breathtaking CGI to immersive virtual worlds, the visual tapestry of cinema is being woven with unprecedented intricacy. Through the lens of effects, filmmakers are crafting visual symphonies that captivate our senses and transport us to realms previously unimaginable. As we stand at the crossroads of narrative and visual evolution, it's the harmony of these elements that defines the cinematic experience. Filmmakers are orchestrating stories that dance hand in hand with groundbreaking visuals. creating a synergy that elevates storytelling to new heights. Remember, with each frame, each narrative twist, and each visual spectacle, filmmakers are carving out the next chapters of this ever-evolving story.